These are scenes from the provocative new motion picture Angel Heart, a detective thriller which takes its main character, played by actor Mickey Rourke, into the mysterious world of the occult and the practice of voodoo, an ancient African religion. Long shrouded in mystery, voodoo is more than just the stuff of stories. It is actually a system of closely related religions that was spread by the African slave trade and strongly influenced by Catholicism along the way. Today, voodoo is practiced in many areas of the world, including by as many as 25 million Americans, ranging from sections of New York City to here in the bayous of Louisiana. Among the local residents, many hired as extras for the film, is Prince Kiama, widely known as the Voodoo King of New Orleans.
New Orleans is the voodoo capital of the United States, and Haiti is the voodoo capital of the world. Practice voodoo means you go into a different world. Like when I do voodoo rituals, back out in the swamps, I use the live chicken and I send my mind straight to the universe. My mind leaves my body. Then I do things that sound like it's impossible to be done, like eating glass and swallowing glass and sticking needles to my throat. And to pull them out, be no holes, no blood.
While all that may sound strange, there are many here in this crowd who say he is for real. In this ritual being staged for the movie, the participants dance until they believe they have been possessed by a god. Voodoo here is big. In the heart of New Orleans' famed French Quarter is a museum and store containing all the assorted items needed in the practice of voodoo, including potions, roots, and herbs, each of which has a different use. These dolls actually represent living people. The sticking of pins in them is a voodoo method of harming your enemy. In dealing with a subject of this nature, the filmmakers have a delicate dilemma. Director Alan Parker.
I think that what you've got to try and do is to divide up the difference between the voodoo that has become cabaret for holiday inns and the voodoo, which is a very serious religion to a lot of the people in this country, this part of the country. When you're trespassing upon someone's belief, then you have to be very careful.
This way, it gives the people a little chance to see what voodoo is like, what goes on at a voodoo rituals. Voodoo is something to think about, really.
Angel Heart is a chilling detective thriller set in 1955. Ranging from the seedy back alleys of New York City to the murky swamps of Louisiana. Its striking visual images were created by the talented production team, headed by director Alan Parker.
4:59, take 3.
And action!
So what we've tried to do is to take out all colour. So in a way we're shooting a black and white, we're shooting a colour movie, but in a way it'll still have the sort of black and white feel to it, to give it its eerie feeling.
That eerie feeling is made even more compelling by Parker's meticulous attention to detail in creating an ominous look to life in the 50s.
When anybody does a film like 1955, the big mistake they usually make is that every single thing in it is 1955. Every single car is 55, every single refrigerator, every single shirt. But the truth is, things are generally 5 or 6 years back in time.
B camera 474, take 2.
To accurately capture that time frame, special attention was paid to the wardrobe and hairstyles of not only the stars, but also the hundreds of extras. The fact that the extras were all local residents added a gritty sense of reality to the production. As the story moves from the icy streets of New York to the torrid rural landscape of Louisiana, the visual temperature of the movie rises as well.
Our subject is about the devil and hell, and I wanted it to get hotter and hotter as we get towards the end of the movie, as we get closer and closer to hell. And this would certainly give me that feel.
The result, Angel Heart is a compelling thriller, made even more chilling by its stunning visual impact. Voodoo is one of the most mysterious forms of the world's religions, but recently there has been an increased interest in this element of the occult. In the new motion picture Angel Heart, written and directed by Alan Parker, voodoo is a prime ingredient in the story. Here in the bayous of Louisiana, where voodoo has many believers, the filmmakers are recreating an authentic ritual ceremony. The dancers, primarily professionals from New York, are working under the guidance of choreographer Louis Falco, who previously collaborated with Parker on his hit film, Fame.
And what we're trying to do here is a heightened kind of reality. And so it's not the kind of choreography where you have people moving in unison. And this is the kind of thing where the possession of the god is coming into you and that's creating the energy.
These scenes feature the character Epiphany, a voodoo priestess played by The Bill Cosby Show's Lisa Bonet.
I felt threatened because I was working with dancers from Alvin Ailey and Dance Theater of Harlem, and if I let them, I knew that they would blow me away, and I didn't want that to happen. So when we got there that night, something just, happened, the whole atmosphere. It was like we were all burning inside to really do it. It was something. It took me 2 days afterwards to really come down.
In the film, which deals with devil worship and the occult, it seemed more than just coincidence that the camera slate identifying this particular scene happened to be numbers normally associated with the devil. Director Alan Parker admitted to being superstitious.
Very superstitious, yeah. I carry around pins with me all evening. 666, sign of the beast. Too close for comfort, considering what the movie's about. In the end, it's for a movie. It's as truthful as we could get from the point of view of our research. So hopefully it's as true as to what actually happens as possible.